They called her the Huntress. She was a daughter of the mountain tribe and had never known fear. Her arrows struck true, her blade never missed, and the blood of her enemies often painted her hands. From childhood she was told that the river tribe was the enemy. They had stolen land, killed her kin, and for that no mercy could be given. The Huntress lived her life by that creed. But one day whispers came that the river chief hunted near the border, and so the Huntress waited. She crouched among the rocks, her bow pulled tight. The river mist curled around her like the spirits of the dead, and then he appeared. It was the man she was sent to kill, but he was not what she expected, not the beast she had imagined, not the monster her tribe had painted. He was strong, yes, but his eyes were tired, not of battle, but of blood. And when their gazes locked, she felt a pull, a strange stirring within her chest. She aimed her arrow at his heart. The bow trembled in her hands. One breath, and she could end him. Yet something within her shifted. Something in his gaze mirrored the weariness in her own. She lowered the bow. The man turned away. Their eyes met again. This time, neither of them flinched. There was no predator and prey, only two souls who understood the burden of survival. Neither spoke. The silence stretched between them, a fragile bridge over the chasm of their differences. And yet, in that silence, a connection sparked, growing with each sunrise. Night after night, the Huntress returned, sometimes to hunt him, sometimes to test herself, sometimes to simply watch him. And each time the arrow fell lower and the pull in her chest grew stronger, until one night she let him see her. The river chief did not raise his spear. He did not run. Instead, he asked why she watched, and in that moment, the Huntress realized she did not know. For it was not just the call of the hunt or the thrill of the chase that brought her back. It was something more profound, something she had never experienced before, something her heart ached for. And so they began to speak. Enemies by blood, but in words they found something deeper. He told her of the river, of the children he wished to keep safe from the mountain tribe's raids. She told him of the mountain, of the battles that had stolen her parents and left her with nothing but vengeance. And for the first time, the Huntress saw not the chief of the enemy, but a man who bore the same wounds as her. Still, her tribe demanded his death. Still, she was bound to her mission. But how could she kill the only soul who understood her silence, who shared her pain and offered her solace in a world that had been nothing but strife? The Huntress was torn, caught between her duty and her heart, between the life she knew and the one she could not deny. One night her clan followed her into the forest. They had grown suspicious. And when they saw her with the river chief, when they saw the Huntress standing unarmed before her enemy, their rage split the sky. The river warriors rallied to protect their chief. The mountain warriors screamed betrayal. And once again, war broke loose. Caught in the chaos, the Huntress drew her bow not against the river chief, not against her own tribe, but against anyone who dared strike him down. In the end, legend says the Huntress and the chief vanished into the forest, never to return. Some say they were hunted and slain, their love a forbidden memory. Others believe they built a life in secret, far from both tribes, living out the remainder of their days in peace. For the Huntress had chosen love over blood, a choice that had cost her people dearly. But in the end, all she had left was love, and perhaps that was enough. The elders of the mountain tribe still whisper of the Huntress, of her choice, of her love. And some say on moonless nights, if you listen closely, you can hear the echoes of her laughter carried on the wind. A reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope and love can endure. Thank you for watching. If this story touched you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to History's Dark Side AI for more cinematic tales of love, desire, and the mysteries of the human soul.